How's it going, everybody? I figure I'd take a little bit of time here, give you guys a little video, a little update. It's been 9 months since just over 9 months, 9 months and a week or something like that, 2 weeks maybe, since I've gotten my hair transplant. For those of you that don't know, not the last time, but the time prior to that, when I pulled Prudnik, I was in Turkey. I stuck around a little longer. I ended up getting a hair transplant. They ended up, as you can tell, it was pretty thin before, yes. It's still a little thin now, but I'm a lot happier now than what it was before. But what they ended up doing was, want to be a little bit more familiar with the procedure, what they did was they shaved my head. They ended up pumping a bunch of saline into the back of my head, exposed my follicles a lot easier. They go in with a little Dremel tool, and they actually core over top of each hair follicle. And they pull them roots out individually, pull some of your plasma, like from your blood, take the plasma out of your blood prior to the procedure, and they put all them hair follicles in that plasma, and that plasma preserves them for a couple hours until they get them put back in your head. So what they did was they actually took 4,100 hairs out of the back of my head, stuck them in these little test tube thingies with my fucking plasma from my blood to preserve them. Then they laid me on my back and they drew the line on the front exactly where I wanted my hairline. I didn't go with like one of them straight across hairlines. I wanted it to look a little more mature, a little more receding. So that's why I kind of went with a little bit like this. It's not as bad as what it used to be, better than what it was, not as thin anyways. And then what they did, they have this little tool. It's a fucking sapphire tip on the top of it. And they fucking take it and they literally punch 4,100 holes in the top of my head, and they come out with all my fucking follicles that they pulled out earlier with the little Dremel tool, and they pulled out individually one at a time with a pair of tweezers. They take them, they have them in gauze pads sitting in the plasma, so it's all preserved. They take the gauze pad, and each gauze pad has 100 follicles on it. They take it, slap it on the back of their hand, peel the gauze pad off, the 100 follicles are sitting on the back of their glove on their hand, and they picked them up with a pair of tweezers individually one at a time, and they planted them in the top of my head. So as you can see, I got a little bit more defined of a hairline, and I also figured I'd do this video because I just got my fucking hair cut the other day for the first fucking time in 9 months since I got the procedure done. I'm not really happy with the haircut. I wish they would have done it a little different, but whatever, it is what it is. She'll grow back now. So, but anyways, they put 4,100 hairs. They concentrated more on the first 2 inches, inch and a half in the front of the top, and then they spread a little bit out throughout. As you can see, still a little thin on the top of the head, but it's better than what it was, and I got a definite fucking hairline now. So all I can say is I'm fucking happy. So if you're ever in Turkey or you're ever considering getting a hair transplant, you'd really like to get one done, I would look at United Care out of Turkey because they took great care of me, and the prices over in Turkey is absolutely fucking amazing compared to here in North America. North America, for the procedure I'd gotten done, and they probably wouldn't do it all in one day. They did this all in about fucking 8 hours. It would be over a 2 or 3 day process in America, or you'd have to go back a couple different times because sometimes they only do like 1,000 or 2,000 at a time. But they did it all in 8 hours. If you would do it in North America, you're looking at 20, 25 fucking K, maybe even more to get it done. Over in Turkey, I was able to get it done. If you were to pay for it, it would have cost about probably 3,500 to 4,500 bucks. There's many fucking hair transplant companies in Turkey, but there's only very few that are really reliable. If you're unsure about that, there's many different sites you can look on to see which ones are more reliable, or you can take advice from somebody that went and got one done in there, and you can see how they thought about it and what they thought of their results. And honestly, man, I'm pretty fucking happy with my results compared to how I was before. So there was constantly comments about fucking, Matt, you need a hair transplant. Matt, just shave your fucking head. Now I don't really get them comments anymore. Now it's more like, hey, Matt, fuck, look at that hair. It's coming really good. So this motherfucker's got more of a full head of hair than I did before. United Care, thank you very much. Check it out. I figured I'd just give you guys a quick little update on it. It's been a while about any updates on my hair transplant. So there it is, motherfuckers. So chat with you soon. April 8th, we'll see all you motherfuckers in Toronto.